Learners can open the app. Learners will then see My Videos, Templates, and Settings, and click on the Templates button. Learners will then need to choose a template for their video, such as Square.
The learners will then be redirected to a page where they will now start creating their video. The camera roll button will be selected by the learners. They will now choose the pictures, videos which are involved in their topic object around the sun and will help them display the content which is needed. A picture of the sun is selected. Once you have selected the cover photo, you are able to choose the layout of your photo on the upper half of the page.
Next, the learners will be able to change the background of the picture. Click on the image of the top that is located at the top and choose the color which will best complement the topic, objects around the sun, as well as the photo that has been chosen. Next, the learners will be able to add some text to their picture. The text must complement the picture as well as relate to the topic, objects around the sun. The learners can then change the font of the text, which will best suit their video as well as will make it look more professional.
The learners will then change the size of their writing in order for it to suit their slide, as well as to make sure all content needed is displayed and can fit onto the slide. The learners can also change the color of the text in order to make it readable, as well as to make the text more effective and suit the topic, objects around the sun. To change the color, the learners will select a button which says color, and a palette of colors will come up, and then you press the color which you would like to change your text to. The learners will be able to move their text around to an appropriate place on their slide by clicking on the text and holding it, and then drag it around till you are happy with the position of your text. Once the learners have created their first slide to their video, they will save it and then move on to another one with more content on their topic. To add another slide to your video in order to display more important content on the topic, the plus sign will be clicked. The picture or video the learner wants to include on their next slide will be selected. This picture or video will be in relation as well should complement or be a visual explanation to the topic, objects around the sun.
The layout of your video will be chosen by clicking on the video when it's on the second slide, and you will be taken to a new page where the layout of your video can be changed. The learners will change the background color and text. The learners will then add text which complements the video or pictures chosen. The text should either be a title of the video or should be content which relates to the picture selected.
The learners will then trim the video as well as rotate it if needed. Once the learners have created their second slide and are satisfied with the information they have shared on the topic, which is objects around the sun, they will go back to the creating page. The learners will then complete their video by adding more slides which they are able to feed with their relevant information and content they want in order to show their understanding of the topic. Once the learners have included all the necessary content they need in order for the video to be a success, they can click on the Done button in the top right corner.
The learners will then view all the slides they have created and will view them to see if all the necessary content is displayed as well as that it is displayed in a way which is visually appealing. The learners will then add some design in order to make their video more visually appealing. Once the learners have added the design to their video, making it more creative, they can also add music if they think it will complement their video as well as the content.
If learners want to add music, they will click the music button. The learners will then select a song which they think is appropriate for their video, as well as one which complements their topic and not distract from the content being presented, as that is the most important part. The learners will then apply the music to their video.
The learners will then view the finished video by making sure that it is visually appealing. All the content which they think is important as well as aligns with the rubric is presented, and also timing is correct, making sure that the teacher can read all the information on each slide before it changes. Once the learners has assessed all of this, they will have to save their video. The learners will then download their video, and once it is downloaded, it will be submitted to the teacher, then be marked.